I don't know really.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
have to
So
see.
yeah. Well, we're ready to go already, but yeah, it'll be interesting because we don't really know who's the favorite, and it kind of like it opens up to some randomness, and you get more players like middle range players that get to enjoy this because maybe they played versus these guys, or they probably experienced some of the similar things that these guys are going to be having problems with during the game or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
So
So, you want to do the intro or?
you go ahead.
Alright, so welcome to the second chance tournament finals. We have duolckrad in the color green, playing as Atlant in the north, and we have Britishmusketeer playing as the French in the color red. So yeah, we're starting up.
So this Florida map, I'm still loading right now. I don't know why, but my load screen sometimes takes quite a while. But so this matchup, it's usually been pretty Ottoman favored, I think. It's kind of just hard to stop the Jan like rush, basic Jan rush. But if you're a higher level player, I think you usually can get up to age 3. And I used to like to spam goons and just kind of hit and run stuff with some skirms and walls. But this will definitely be interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting because both of these civilizations are actually nerfed on the EP. So we have the runes are nerfed, and the French have less grades, right, in H1?
Exactly, yep. So they both start with a market here, huh? They start with a market already built, right, on this map, it looks like?
Yeah, it's already built.
So we both quickly grabbing hunting dogs. The Otto is going for a TP behind his base. Wow, this is actually pretty exciting being able to be in this spectator seat and see all the resources and everything. Okay, so let's see. Basically, this map I've played a few times, and you can obviously go water, so we'll be looking for that in the Ottoman deck because French don't have schooners, so all they can really do is try to hold water and try to, if Ottoman tries to take water, try to take it back or deny it. And then later in the game, there's a lot of gold mines on this map, but I think they're lower. They're 2,000, so that's not too low, but I don't think there's any big ones here. So usually you can end up in the marshlands fighting for resources too.
Yeah, as you can see, the Ottoman player taking the TP. It is standard for Ottomans.
So we got Britishmusketeer got an 80 wood treasure. He is the French player, so that's definitely pretty helpful for them. He looks like, I wasn't paying attention at the exact time, but he's got 40 wood in his bank, so maybe he saved some gathering time because of that treasure, so they didn't have to gather for the house.
Yeah.
They got some sheep over in the Ottoman base. He's got 3 of them. I'll be interested to see if he takes advantage of maybe eating some of those to age up a little bit faster. Well, he's actually already basically at 800 food. So he's going to be aging up right about now. And he is.
Yeah,
and he's going.
The French player only has 400 food.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of typical because Otto always ages so fast. So Ottoman Quartermaster, I believe that's 400 wood?
Yes. And actually the French player has got the treasure 100 food, so he's going to age up.
Oh yeah, that really helps. And he's only doing a 13 bill age up too, so that's not far behind the age up time for the Ottoman. Now actually this is interesting. They're both going to 400 wood politician, and the Ottoman player is getting gang saw, which is the wood upgrade, wood chopping upgrade. He's got a lot of bills.
Yeah, he's chopping a lot of wood, yeah.
Yeah, to me this says he's gonna do like a stagecoach. I don't know.
Well, this villager looks like might be going for a duck.
Okay, oh yeah, I was just trying to figure out the shipment sent tab, but yeah, I found it. So No first age card for Ottoman yet. He just hit Schooners. So it looked like he may have waited to send it. He just got in now at 3 minutes 26 seconds. So I'm gonna check the decks here real quick.
And the French player does have some water cards in his deck,
Okay.
so he's prepared for this.
So basically the Ottoman just wanted to hide. That's actually really smart. He was hiding his deck until he knew he needed Schooners, because he wasn't going to do anything with Schooners until he could like go to the dock, you know. So he waited until he had to pick and sent his shipment a little bit later. Seemed to me the French villager shipment actually got in a little late at 3 minutes. Okay, so 2 docks coming up. This is going to be really interesting. I want to see how these players react to a boat boom. And this is a lot of fish and 5 whales, so should be. So starting with the stable here. How these okay, so 700 wood follows up.
700 wood, yeah.
Obviously, really good shipment for when you're going Schooners. I'm gonna play around a little bit with the different tabs in the UI. So units in queue. There's 3 schooner fishing boats. Still no hussar for. Okay, first one just gets in queue right now for Britishmusketeer. Let's see.
Yeah, looks like he's going for some sort of semi-FF, I guess. The French player.
Yeah, I would say probably so. He got that TP. I wasn't paying attention fully, but probably in transition, I'm assuming, or after the 400 wood politician.
Yeah.
So right now, I mean, the way this game is going, I wouldn't really like a hussar semi-FF versus a Ottoman dock boom, because Otto can get up to age 3 if they need to pretty quick anyway. And it's interesting, you can see the scout right here, so
yeah.
he knows what's going on.
He knows.
So the Ottoman follows up with another crate shipment, 700 coin. The French went 4 vills first in age 2. So now he's got 5 huss out here. It's actually going to be pretty tough. He might be able to pick off this vill on the deer right here. Oh, he got that one. See, I didn't even see that one. These green.
I'm not sure if he can get any more.
Yeah, that's probably going to be about it. Oh, wow, that's
another one going down.
Yep, that's another one going down. A little bit of a mistake. But, you know, he's got a bunch of boats, so not going to be that important. I'm always, like, not 100% sure about, like, what to do with this huss at that situation. You just kind of, like, run around the TC letting him die, but it does take a lot of idle time also. So it looks like the Ottoman is just about to age right now. So, and he's going to actually age before the French player. That's what I was saying, when they can age pretty quick because they don't have to spend food on vills, even though they went dock boom with what is now a lot of boats. About 4. I was trying to double click. It's about 12, 15 boats, and he's going to age up at the same time. So it's going to be interesting.
Now, when you look at the economic unit population,
Another
they're
vill.
actually pretty even.
Right. And I would say if he's got some upgrades on the fishing boats, they're in. No, he doesn't have any actually yet, so they're pretty regular. They're like regular bills. So 3 Jans come out. They both hit Fortress 8 almost at the same time. And this is going to be. This is now at this point. It's kind of like it's like an odd Fortress Age battle, because usually the French would get up after the Ottoman, but they got up at the same time. So it's not like there's going to be a lot of pressure by the Ottoman. But now he's got all these boats, and the longer they stay out there, the better it's going to be for him. It looks like he's.
So you think The French player will push the water.
I mean, I don't know these players at all, and there's the answer right there.
I mean, he has the cards, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem, especially just like 15 seconds ago, 1,000 wood came in for the Ottoman player, so he's not going to be able to respond to that really quickly with his own frigate. Now, I think this is a mistake for him right here, going by the docks, because there's already one shot on it, and now as soon as the frigate from the Ottoman player comes in, he's got water back. He's going to win that. But we got some vills going down here. Hussar going down though as well. I would say it's actually not a bad trade for the Ottoman. He got 3 Hussar for maybe 1 or 2 vills. So the frigate, like I said, the frigate just came out for the Ottoman, and now he's automatically just got water back. If he sees, okay, and they're like right on top of each other. But now he's got a dock. He wanted to heal it. Man, if the Ottoman player would know this, should chase it down. But okay,
He will.
We got a fight going on over here, though. See, this is what I would like to do when I was French in this matchup. Just make a bunch of goons and then back them up with some skirm shipments to hit and run on the Jans. But we do know in this patch the Dragoon range resistance is down to 20% from 30, so that is actually a pretty big factor in this type of battle, this type of matchup with these units.
And we do see the 2 falconets.
Oh yeah. But meanwhile, this is maybe a more important battle right here. Oh yeah, this is going to be a good game. They're fighting both sides, water and land. And now he's going to have to back up the Ottoman. So yeah, this is going to be interesting how he's going to defend the water. And again, so there's a point in time right here where these 2 falconets from the French, he's got an upper hand. He's winning sea, so if the Ottoman wants to come back and fight sea, he's going to have to send him like a boat shipment probably. And then that makes him, not have the falconets on land. So this is going to be really interesting. So we got artillery foundation. They're training a couple of A-boosts right now. I don't know if they still counter falconets like they did on their RE patch.
Well, if they are upgraded, they are basically the same as on the RE patch.
Okay. But either way, the 2 falconets coming from an Ottoman, and based on line of sight, I don't know how to toggle that. Oh, he was hitting the barracks.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's big. I don't even know if... Okay, wow. Okay, they both basically trade 2 falconets for each other. Could have been a little bit better, I think, because the Ottoman, or the French player, was shooting the barracks with a couple shots. But either way,
it was an even trade
yeah.
in the end.
So this is such an interesting composition, like right here, because the Ottoman A-boost guns are a lot different now, right? They're with the patch. Their rate of fire is like significantly slower, but I think they do more damage. So basically, it comes down to if you can micro better, they're probably the same or better. But if you can't, okay, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be really tough for the Ottoman player because skirms are easier to micro for sure.
Yeah, and he just has less stuff.
Yeah. The stuff rule is in in play here.
And these villagers are getting raided.
Yeah, that's a great move to do right there. Just basically disrupt the economy. If you don't want to go in too far and maybe get trapped by some type of pop, and you can pick off a few villagers here. The frigate over here on the side trying to help out, but a little bit out of range. Let's see. Trying to find the right drop-down box here. Let's see. Text completed. Okay, so the French player has been using steel traps since basically the start of the second age. So he's got a little bit of an advantage there. What I would like to see is these sheep that are fattening up in the Ottoman player's base is to somehow be utilized at some point. Because that could give him enough. He's got 4, which they're probably around 200 food each right now, at least. It's like an 800. That's almost an age 3 shipment. If you just start eating those.
The French players definitely ahead. We can see it in the score and the economic population and everything.
Yeah, I would say he's ahead, but not as much as it seems. I mean, the army's probably the biggest factor. He just needs to have those Abus out front and like doing some hit and run. He needs to upgrade his guys too. They're both age 2 up like status. Neither Abus or Jans are better.
Yeah.
Now we got this is gonna be very difficult to come back from. Yeah, this is. I mean, he's got to have some crazy battle here on the land to, in my opinion, have a chance in this game, because yeah. I mean, a lot of these goons are dropping. That's a big like factor from their range resist decrease, and actually is very.
And actually, the Abus guns deal siege damage, so they go right through the resist anyway.
Right. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, that's true. But with the Janissaries, it helps even more. That hero took like I think 1 or 2 volleys from the Abus earlier. See what he's doing with the Abus guns is not going to work right now because their rate of fire is much slower than the skirmisher, so they're just kind of standing and fighting rather than hitting and running. But
he's just 3 remaining.
Yeah, it's a really tough situation right now. And the French players not even have to go out of his base too far yet. He's got a bunch of mines, got some hunts, and he controls the map either way. So it's really nice what Britishmusketeer is doing on sea, though. Basically, just nullifying. Well, for a while, he would have like the fishing boats forced into the docks.
Yeah, he's repairing his ships, taking care of them.
And there we go. It's the GG game 1 goes to Britishmusketeer. Nicely played. I thought the Ottoman was gonna give him some trouble with being basically the same age 3 time and some boats, but you can see, wow, the graphs show the resource difference.
Yeah, he seemed prepared for this kind of strategy.
And he basically just did a regular, Cav semi-FF.
Well, but he had the water guards and...
Yeah, oh yeah. And then he added that in once he got the H3 for sure. Okay. Alright, well, that's game 1. Goes to Britishmusketeer. Let's see what game 2 is on. Jebel Musa? If I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's go with that.
Okay. Is that good? Alright, so this is best of 7, so the first one to 4 wins is going to be the winner. Okay, I don't know if you've talked to Sir Colin at all, but he's telling me he's going to sub in A's for slightly better mic quality.
Okay, sure.
I guess for you? Let me double check.
Yeah.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so let me see. He's Yeah, so he says me and A's basically. Alright, well, thanks for casting with me, man. We needed somebody, and it was nice of you to come through.
Yeah, sure. Maybe we can do some other time something else.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so...
Okay, well, thank you for setting up the stream so quickly and
Oh, no problem,
having us
man.
here.
No problem. Enjoy the games.
See ya.
See ya. Okay, so now we're just waiting to get A's in here. No. My scarf. Yeah. Alright, so I guess these guys are gonna... So the winner chooses... A's? Hello? I can't hear you, man. I can see your green, but I can't hear you. So let's see, Britishmusketeer won, so he's supposed to... I believe he's supposed to pick it. Okay. So they already got their civs set up, which is nice. I gotta find them all the way. So I just gotta... Okay. Gonna close that.
Alright, coolio, buddy.
Alright, man. Oh man, so many notifications. My computer might crash because of Skype. I haven't been on in like months. Okay. So right now we got this Jebel Musa, Harold Island, and then Klondike for the first 4 minimum number of maps. Okay. So A's is calling me right now. I just gotta let my computer answer it. Huh? I know, dude. Hello, Orange?
Can you hear me?
Yes, A's.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, so I was talking with Callan earlier and I was telling him you need to find someone energetic.
Ah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to try be the interjection for today's...
Right, okay. Cool. Well, I think everybody loves you anyway, so they're already excited.
How's my sound, you know how to check that?
I mean, to me, it's okay. I don't know. I don't really know how we should do that other than just having somebody whisper us or Skype us or something, but
What?
I haven't been on Skype in like 3 months, so I had like tons of notifications, so it's taking forever for me to answer your call.
Well, at least you're not in the, well, Remember when we used to have the old Skype group where you just have 500 new messages?
Yeah, well, yeah. I miss that group. I miss that group.
Yeah.
You're like,
I
nah.
left it quite a while ago.
Well, you know what? You know what, man? You sound a lot different than I thought you would. I think this is probably the first time I've actually talked to you, and you sound like disappointingly similar to Samwise. Not that he.
It's the British accent.
Yeah, I didn't.
Study here.
But I thought you're always like speaking like in like some Asian languages or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, not ready for this guy to be British.
Yeah, let's just go.
Because you grew up somewhere else, right? You didn't grow up in England, did you?
No, I'm actually just here temporarily.
That's what I figured.
So much relation. Yeah, let's start. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Best of 7 in the ESOC Second Chance Tournament between the duolckrad and Britishmusketeer. Hype. That was kind of disappointing. Okay, so what's score score?
Score is 1-0 to Britishmusketeer.
Okay, so best of 7, so game to go.
I'm gonna on my phone check. On my phone, I'm checking to make sure it sounds okay.
Okay.
You're actually
Yeah.
pretty loud on my computer, so I'm trying to like on my speakers.
I can like move my mouth further away from the microphone or something.
I think it's okay as it is.
Okay. Are you still loading into the game?
Yeah, my computer. I just got like new RAM for my computer because my computer died like 2 weeks ago. But I mean, it's better than it was.
Alright, so the game started, I think.
Yep.
So the name of the map is Jebel Musa, I think.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, but it's the name of the place.
Oh wow! I thought you're a pretty like knowledgeable person. I thought you would.
No, I have no idea other than I just read the name of the map on the top right corner. Oh, okay, interesting. I've actually never seen this map before. Never played it before, and actually had to download this earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what they're going to do on this, what their plan is. Some strange features to know. On the left-hand side, got 2 native trading posts.
Yeah. That's definitely a bit weird.
And it's like the first ESOC map I've ever seen that isn't symmetrical. Like you've got one Apache on the right-hand side and one just Sweet Mission on the left-hand side. So.
That actually, I could see you building an Apache trade post on this map and just going crazy with these those cav trying to raid
they're
vills.
pretty good for raiding, but we'll have to see it. I mean, neither of these players are playing native-oriented civs, right? Maybe they're playing France or something. They have all those native cards to stack. But over here, I mean, ports and Brits, pretty unlikely.
Okay, I see where you're going. Okay, so I have seen this map like a couple days ago. Somebody, I think it was for this tournament actually. I think somebody was playing it, and it basically it was the guy was port, and it was so he basically just put his TCs along like the TP line because there's a lot of I mean, if you look in the base, there's not that much hunt.
Yeah, I mean, you look at all the trading posts. Each trading post has, well, almost all of them have gold mine and quite nice hunts next to it. So
yeah.
I think ATP is actually quite viable over here since that pretty much gives you map control of the area.
Yeah, I mean,
as you said, placing a town center next to one of the trading posts.
I would even say ATP is like essential on this map. I mean, because there's not, especially with these 2 civs, the deer in your base is not that much. So, I mean, it's gonna be. I think this is a hard map for Brit to win, based on like they have to go out of their base pretty far and pretty early.
Yeah, it's interesting to note that there is water presence on this map, and both civs do have the potential to kill water. But I mean, there's not really that much food. But there are what 4 whales.
Oh, A's, I gotta stop you right there, man.
All right, what's going to happen?
We've got Virginia
ATP.
Company and ATP. Oh
Okay.
my lord.
Both very interesting cars, of course. Going to have to see. Well, Britishmusketeer doing the GS style build of Virginia Company.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's basically you're saying no TP start, right?
No TP. I'm kind of disappointed by that, but let me actually see what he started with crate-wise.
He started, I believe it was 200 wood.
So let's check that. It was 200 wood, 100 coin. Yeah. That you can check on the unit ticker thing. So yeah, so 200 food, 200 wood, 100 coin. Probably not the best candidate to do a TP start with VC. VC, of course, being Virginia Company. But anyway, he has done Virginia Company, and Port has done ATP. Of course, starting to place down his first trading post. I wonder how many he'll be able to take. Probably all 4 at this rate.
He's at least gathering for a second one now.
Yeah. He's got the resources for a second one.
He's going there. Okay, so he's going up with the quartermaster, so he might even be able to get a 4th one from there if he chooses to. Philosopher Prince for British Musketeer, is that the 500 food?
That's 500 food, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty standard for the GS build, right?
Yeah, I think the GS build, as it's being coined now, is basically you just boom as hard as possible, and you place down your axis a bit later on, maybe with 700 wood, and then you do longbow pike.
I've actually played this matchup a couple times recently versus Cramper, who is actually a pretty good player, and we both basically came to the conclusion that British wins this matchup, and it's best won or easiest won with pike longbow composition. But
yeah, but does British win this matchup when Port has
ATP?
4 ATP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you start Virginia Company with no TP, so.
Yeah, I did notice this earlier, but Green did get, the Portuguese player did get a Gurkha native from one of the treasures. Just been using that to scout the map.
Yeah.
By the way, Shift Control F is to toggle the fog, if you want to wear.
Shift Control F.
You
Okay.
can see Portuguese starting with the stable after his ATP shenanigans and shipping 700 coins, so going to be trying to do a bit of raiding.
Yep.
Probably.
So these, I mean, I'm not a Virginia Company guy I mean, not usually. I've tried it once or twice, I think. But, I mean, are these house positions ideal? Like, I feel like they're kind of, like, a little bit random, and it seems to be most effective when you really, like, throw them all over the place, and it basically shuts down raiding when you have them spread out.
I mean, it's not like there's that much space. I mean, he just wants to build them in the green part of the map. As you can see, he's kind of got full line of sight of the green areas.
Yeah.
But he's just ignored the desert areas.
But I would say like these guys are pretty vulnerable right there. And then if the Hussar come up this ramp, I mean it's a long way to the TC.
I get what you're saying. He doesn't have line of sight of what's coming from that direction.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, it does give him some line of sight. Just that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to see those Hussars only about now.
Right. So it's gonna get a bill.
He's
At
going to get
least,
at least 1 bill.
Probably
Yeah.
2 if he
They're all
splits
quite
them.
far away.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 actually, depending on how he moves those.
So 700 wood is coming for the Portuguese player. He's now getting the last TP.
And he's also got stagecoach on that.
I was gonna ask you. I can't. It's hard for me to tell with the Asian maps whether they're it's researched or not.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, you got two dirt paths there.
Oh yeah, right. So now that's a big. See, that's what He was a little bit late. Actually, he went stable. I thought he was gonna go barracks for some pike.
That is a bit odd, yeah. PP, right?
Does that mean what we think it means?
I have no idea. Nope.
I never get this
I
sound
don't
bug.
think so.
They both have the sun. Like I don't know.
Well, I mean that makes things equal, right? So
Yeah, right. Fair game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. All right, so let's just take a look at the present position. So Brits is up, appropriately named British Musketeer, so I can say Brits and it can refer to either the civ or the player. And a Brit is up 20 bills, so 42 compared to 23, but he does not have the 4 trading post stagecoach on him. I
Right.
think each trading post is approximately 4 bills or something like that. So,
Okay. This
so that means
this
Brits about
is a little bit.
5 bills here.
I'm wishing he was on this hunt because he's already got bills over there.
It's a bit weird that he's on berries at this point in the
Yeah.
game. He's got that much.
You
I don't know
can,
what's in queue though. What's in queue? He's got four hustlers in queue.
okay.
So
Hopefully he'll return to the hunt as soon as they. He should feel comfortable now.
yeah, now he's got the cavalry advantage. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why he's still in berries. Okay, now he's transitioning some over to food. Well,
It's actually interesting. It's interesting that, and it's probably a good way to try to shut down Virginia Company. He only made what 3 hussar and sent them over
2
there?
hustlers actually.
2, and that really caused. I mean, I look at the mess over here. Like this is, there's so many wasted villager seconds. They're just running around between each other. But
Yeah, and he did get I think 1 villager earlier, so it's also managed to do some damage.
Yeah.
Not just garrisoning all the bills in the fun center. Mistaken. So far they've traded 1 Gurkha and 1 Hussar for 2 bills.
And then you see right here, with all these shipments from resource crates, he's got 2 racks. Wondering if he's gonna go stage 2 or go H3.
Hard to say, but I mean, Brits is definitely gearing up to go to HC. If you look at his resources,
Yeah.
he's got 700 wood, 5 bills, 700 coin, and now he's got enough just to click up to the next stage. Okay, supports was aging.
Oh yeah, we missed that.
I forgot the talk for that. Do you have the talk back installed?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, he is actually aging. I didn't actually realize that. Yeah, Brits is picking up as well. 4 Hussar is all he's got to defend against everything, and look at his town center placement. I don't actually like that one too much. I think it would be nicer to be slightly more aggressive.
Yeah, that he definitely could be. Yeah.
But I mean, you can see how Port has established so much map control now.
Yeah.
The whole trading post line. And
Save the villager with the villager fight there on the Hussar with 34 HP. Oh, you know what taunt that is? With 67? Can I do it? Or is that going to disrupt them? Oh, he's getting the steel, or no, he's getting the, oh man, I messed it up.
The great
The great coats upgrade. When interjection sounds so confused.
Yeah. Sadly, he's not here with us right now.
Look at this timing right here. Oh, we lost
so
one.
close. So
Yeah,
close.
he actually had the
Sadly.
opportunity to pop him in. It seemed like it.
Yeah, but I think there's a delay anyway in command, so he probably did that as soon as he could, but
Yeah.
anyway, 10 Dragoons, and Brits doesn't actually have anything now. Okay, 5.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And he probably has 7 on the way.
Still, I don't think 5 is enough. These Dragoons can just walk in and start shooting. Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I think 7 longbow men are going to pop out.
Yeah, is that the adventurer? I was going to ask.
No. Yeah, that's adventure is 7 longbow. Well, we'll see in a moment anyway. 3 castors coming in over here as well.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have the 7 longbow and Minutemen together right here.
Yeah, but I think he kind of panicked there because his villagers were all on that copper mine.
He's got 6 longbows in queue. Oh, here we go. Perfect pop. And you got the snare too. That was really good. He's going to pick off at least 3, 4. Man, wow, that's a lot of goons that just dropped.
This is EP, so the goons do have the 0.10 less range resist, so 0.2 is compared to 0.3 on RE patch.
Yeah.
So those did go down quite a bit faster than usual.
Yeah, I think the composition right here with what he has right now, the Hussar and Longbow, is probably really good versus the Portuguese composition.
You see over here, trading post in the north, Green's actually putting up an outpost.
Oh
just
yeah.
establishing even more map control. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's actually necessary. I think he just has a lot of wood flow too. Like it's got 450 wood,
Yeah.
461 would be.
It can be it can definitely be difficult when you have 4 ATP trade posts to manage your economy. It's a very different macro than you're used to, because especially how it like just plops in your resources, like it doesn't trickle in like a villager would.
Porty's actually almost got his next card, and he's also stacking 1.5k coin at the moment, so he could send Mamluks, and it looks like he has just
Yeah,
sent 4
I just
Mamluks.
saw it drop. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
get
that's
some
gonna be
snipes
pretty
here.
effective here. Yeah.
Oh, he canceled the animation. He could have got 1 or 2 dragoons there.
Villagers should go down, saying, okay, 1 villager does go down, maybe 2 villagers, no, just 1 villager.
Oh, these
He was
Hussar.
kind of just trying to.
Ah, he keeps canceling the animation on the longbow.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to let them shoot.
Yeah. That's one of the like little things that you notice as you get better in this game is, even if they look like things are out of range, if you see a musketeer like standing and not chasing a unit, that means he's about to shoot, even if he's out of range.
Yeah, he's locked on basically.
Right. It's like a heat seeker.
Yeah, okay, 2 falconers arriving for the British player, and that maybe he's going to feel ready to push in a while, but I'm not really sure. With 4 Mamluks possibly on the way, plus there's so many Hussars.
Oh, he should use this cliff to his advantage.
And they're also getting better.
Oh.
Here come the 4 Mams, and
This
it's going to
is
look a bit tough.
it's gonna be a very tight battle.
Yeah. He's hiding the Mamluks, which is a good idea. I mean, you don't want to show your surprise in your face 4 Mamluks.
Yeah. And he's grouping them with a bunch of Hussar. If he get those he's veteran upgrading them right now. Actually, this is gonna be really nice. Oh my, there's so much HP in that group. Oh god.
And cannons all out of position.
They're not too out of position. It's pretty good positioning.
Yeah,
there.
actually they could volley off on the veteran castors. So. Okay, not too bad actually.
This is gonna be.
Want to do as much damage as it can. It goes down.
This is. Wow, there's just gonna be a lot of.
We're so long.
There's gonna be a lot of hand cav left for the Portuguese after this battle.
Yeah, this man was just stacking so much, 1.45k.
They're almost all it's hard to say. Like he lost the battle for sure, but 3 Mamluks are dead. So if he has the resources, he can.
Sure, 3 Mamluks are dead, but so is all of Red's army. He's got 5 pikemen in the back. I'm not sure what they're going to add to this composition. And he's only got 1 barrack, so if he wants to make any more pikemen,
Or longbow.
He did. But he can't upgrade them at the same time. So you have to commit either pikemen, longbowmen.
I thought that battle was going to be a little bit closer. Now there's a Castador mass that's just like insurmountable. Like there's not going to be anything you can do about.
Yeah, and you can't actually contest that with just 1 stable as well.
Yeah.
I mean, because look at all the production facilities and how people have been spending their resources. I mean, Britishmusketeer, the red British player, has been on 1 racks, 1 stable this whole time.
Yeah. That's.
Whereas the Portuguese player, 2 racks, 2 stables, and here comes the GG. Alright.
Thanks for not forward that. So we're 1-1. That was a pretty good game. I thought that battle was gonna be a little bit closer, but I think with the veteran Huss upgrade and basically just how much HP the Mams have, it's tough to make that a close fight.
It's also due to how longbowmen, you kind of want them in defensive position most of the time.
Yeah.
Because like you're pushing out with them, you have to commit because you can't kite. And once you see like 10 veteran hussars and 4 Mamluks coming in, you just say, alright, attack move and hope I win the battle.
Yeah.
You can't run from that.
It looked like Britishmusketeer had a slight resource advantage for a little while in H2, but as the game just went on longer, went towards the Portuguese way.
I mean, this is such a great map. I mean, it's interesting to know that Brit does have enough funds left in space, though they are about to run out, of course. But most of the time, you don't want to go VC because that's really greedy, unless you've got plenty of resources which are easily accessible to you. And ATP is just much safer. You want to really. So hard to siege down ATP trading posts.
I think that I felt like the British player could have actually held that. Like, I don't know. I think he was looking better than what it turned out to be. And maybe it's because his macro, he's got 1200 gold. Maybe if he
Yeah, and that comes down to the point that, I mean, he only had 2 production facilities, where there's,
yeah,
so he wasn't able to spend his resources.
he probably could have, like, at that time, probably had at least another 15 longbow, maybe.
Yep.
But
Or even like 10 more dragoons or something like that.
yeah, I think if he backed up, he would have been
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
his Falconets actually traded pretty well while they were still alive.
Yeah.
Because Castlears would have low HP and all that. Anyway, out of the game, so 1-1 is the score between Britishmusketeer and duolckrad. Duck, let's just call him Duck. Well, what have you been calling him all this time?
I actually successfully avoided saying his name once.
Okay, so green.
I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, I'm just gonna say whatever civ he's playing. No, I'll try to say it now. See, duolckrad. Oh, that's bad.
Crad.
I think he's actually American too, so like I don't understand where that comes from.
Let's call him Duck.
Duck, yeah,
Duck is a good guy.
Duck, yes.
Okay, just a green which actually. Alright.
So the first game British played, and Brit, and Duck played Auto, right, and Orc.
Reading through the Twitch chat now, I am SoldieR US, Eternal Indian Sound.
Sure thing. I've been noticing it was a little bit low, but I didn't want to try to like mess with stuff. Trying to speak and all that. I'm not a good multitasker.
Yeah, I know, you're terrible. When it comes to Asian Park stream, when it comes to real life, those two very different.
Okay. Maybe a
Of
little.
course, there's some overlap between Asian versus and real life. Kind of snap quack.
I think that's okay. Alright. Smack the quack.
So you can call him Duck with quack.
I'm gonna call him the Duck Quack. No, we'll just call him
Quacking Duck.
the Quacking Duck.
You know, if he's American, why is he choosing such a weird name?
Yeah, I don't know. Americans are weird. Trust me.
Yeah, I know.
Trust me, I know. So, this British Musketeer guy, is this... So, I've been confused about, like, some of the guys on the forums, like, from time to time. The guy that's called The British, he's been banned, right? Or he was?
Or just most of the forums anymore.
Because for some reason I'm under the impression that the guy that has the name... Oh, no, there was another guy that was supposedly like some big troll, Marco, or... Right? But I think he's now Dark something. I don't know. It's just confusing. I don't know what I was trying to say.
I mean, there was even that sale recently where Asian Press were 75% off or something.
Yeah.
More so. Anyway, clicking in onto UI 2.2 Herald Island. I've never seen this map either.
I've never heard of this map.
Yeah, first time hearing it as well. So I think they just did a whole bunch of new maps for this one. Okay. Interesting. So the score is now 1-1 between Duck, okay, Green.
Green and blue.
We'll try to pronounce it between
duolckrad.
duolckrad and British Musketeer in this best of 7 for the ESOC second chance tournament. Alright.
Absolutely.
Another weird looking map. Weird isn't always bad. I mean, this looks quite interesting actually. You see all these gold mines on the left hand side of the map.
I don't yet.
Oh, you're still loading in.
So they've switched up basically. They've each played at this point now. They've played British and Ottoman each. So it's funny they keep switching. They're using basically each other's civs, preferred civs, and I guess we'll see who plays each civ better.
Yeah, I wonder how your graphics settings must be like. I mean, with all this white on the map,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
this is gonna be
With
interesting.
regards to map design,
Oh I'm getting a load. My game hopefully did not crash. Okay, whoa, that was weird. Whoa, just like jumped my screen. Anyway, oh my god, this is blinding. I don't know if I can.
blindingly white.
Oh my lord. Ace, how do I fix this, dude? Like, it's literally blinding. Like,
Yeah, okay, let me just try something and see if that works. I'm going to experiment with the lighting stuff while you just...
oh man.
That's not helping. Anyway, so, Brits against Ottomans on whatever this map was called.
This is a very interesting map. There's like a crater lake in the left side. There's a TP line, which is surprising because that frozen tundra, I wouldn't think. Oh, there's a little U-turn area here too. Is this? How does this work then?
I have no idea, but it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting map design, I have to admit.
So these two civs have not won a game in this series yet. Both players, when they've played either civ, 0-2. So we'll see how if somebody's going to win with the given civs here. So is this guy going to turn around right here? What's he going to do?
Seems like it.
No,
or maybe not.
It's just a trick.
He just ignored how
Oh, Ace, tell me what's happening here.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
What is that?
he's actually gathering for a house as well. So
Alright,
he's not doing like a 12-10 or anything like that.
Well, I don't know. Oh, did he get any treasures? He got... no, he didn't actually get any treasures. He just went straight for the trading posts. So 2 trading posts in each one has Ottomans.
So it was a
I assume that must be 500 wood stock.
It was a 400 wood start, and he gathered for
I mean, parts. I mean, Ottoman don't even get it for 500 wood stock. Anyway.
yeah. I was wondering what you're talking about. Check out this batch of moose. That's a lot of food.
That is a lot of food, but where is his next hunt?
I mean, that's
Pretty far up here, actually.
a lot of food though. He's already got his first hunt in base. Like he's got 2 really big hunts.
He's
in
got
base.
2 mines in base, actually. But those are tin mines, so they only have 1.5k coins instead of 2k each.
Yeah.
Actually, they've each got 3 tin mines in base, pretty much. I mean, they got one off to the side. It's actually, I don't know, it's hard to describe this map.
I'm trying to update some settings, maybe make it not as blinding. Oh god.
One thing to know is that although this map is a water, there is no fish and there are no whales.
Yeah.
And you can't actually place a dock. Because, I mean, the cliffs are so elevated.
Oh yeah. So it's basically just kind of like a stage where this battle is going to take place on.
Yeah. It's
pretty cool.
I mean, they're both being sent to this iceberg in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. This reminds me. I don't know if you ever played Age of Mythology, but the map Midgard, except that one had a lot of fish.
10, 12 years. I don't know. When did it came out? When did it come out? 2001, right?
Yeah.
15 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I just realized, like, in like June, it'll be like my 10-year anniversary of starting freshman year of college. That's pretty.
So 60 would be picked up for the Ottoman player, and
Wow.
still too early to tell what he's going to do.
Wow, this little like pathway here can have for some interesting raids.
I mean, yeah, it can allow for some interesting raids. At the same time, it can allow for some interesting walling.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can actually wall on that terrain, though. I mean, I know some terrain is not wallable, but
What if you could only build on the brown areas of this map?
then British would not be a choice because you can't fit in.
You just play Sioux. Everybody would play Sioux.
And here comes the wall. So now we've got an answer to one question. You can wall. I mean, you can place buildings on the right.
Right.
He's not deleting the pillars. I mean, that's only a small segment anyway, so probably not as important here. Not as important to say if I would maybe build him building 3 pillars. Okay, so here comes the big wall.
Yeah. he does have definitely enough resources inside that wall to be safe for quite a while, especially if he walls this up, or if he extends it and walls this up, he'll have another 2 gold
And
mines.
he's actually got quite a bit of time to do what he wants here, actually. I mean, if you look at the resources, yeah, here comes 700 coin for the Ottoman player.
Yeah,
He's going to bring up
He's-
the third age.
yeah.
He has scouted it as well, though.
It looks like probably, I would assume, the typical, Falk, Jan, Fast Fortress for Ottoman. That's what it looks like to me. Or
Yeah.
he aged up with, well, he didn't do the tower though, so that's a little interesting.
You have to 400 wood. I don't know if you're going to get stagecoach. I don't know. I mean, this UI is made by some incompetent guy.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
I was trying to check,
It's
but
stagecoach.
yeah, what a clown.
Well, he hasn't gathered up the 400 wood, so I think it's safe to say that he did not actually use the stagecoach. But that could be in the cards later on.
That's blocked, right? Looks like it's not completed.
Yeah, that's not completed. Yeah, you can see the caribou just walking through.
That interesting to note that Duck is fully committed to defending a rush, since you can tell he's got a barracks before he even had a market. So he walled.
Yeah, but he needs to wall that up properly.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not even sure it's going to provide that much cover because this EP and it was only 1.5k, and Jan's together with 2 Falconers will take it down really fast.
Yeah. I think it's Britishmusketeer already has a bit of an advantage here because he basically is dictating the game right now, and Duck reacted to, well, no scouting, I guess, the lack of scouting, and he just he sacrificed a bit of economy just to go start barracks and not even make a market till 6 minutes.
Yeah, he is now walling out that portion properly, so almost a complete wall until you remember that there's this huge
Yeah,
kind of side path.
but I mean,
Course,
if
it's a huge investment for
anybody,
you to send something over here to see if it is walled up or not.
right? It would basically, if he would send it like 20 Jans and 2 Falcons that way, it would already be a win for the Brit because he would buy him enough time to just not have to worry about it.
Yeah. So Brit has been booming pretty hard behind this. Interesting to know. Important to know. Rather, 700 wood, 600 wood, and now 5 bills. So he's up to already 37.
Yeah.
Plus the trading post, which is Ottoman's stuff. I mean, so 5 longbow trying to do some stuff here. Some damage rather, not stuff. Just really watching that.
Aged up with the Abus politician.
Abuse, yeah. Abusive stuff.
So I think the issue usually in this matchup is the British player basically being able to use the villagers that he has after he booms and holding long enough to get like production military units out of those. Oh, you see this right here?
Look at that, yeah.
That could be trouble.
I mean, you can't really see it though because of how white the map is.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there is a gap there. The interesting thing to note is that gaps can sometimes let some types of units through, but not others because of how big the obstruction radius of units are. So, like maybe a Mamluk wouldn't be able to fit through, but infantry units would.
Unless they surround a dragoon or a cav archer, right? They group with one.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen that little trick?
Oh wait, well that's been solved.
Yeah, right.
Just,
They just jogged right through. So a nice, I like this, especially from like I guess not lower level player, but like somebody not that high ranked. He took the opportunity to scout and see what's going to be coming his way.
Yeah, I mean he did keep a 45 XP swing, but he had to become aware like okay, my opponent has 4 Abbas guns, lots of Jans, probably 2 Falconets on the way.
Yeah.
In fact, he's going to see 2 Falconets now.
He picked off 1 and almost 2 Jans there.
Yeah, but smartly backing off. He doesn't want to get shot in the hip by a Falconet.
What is I'm trying to look. He does have Human. It adds 4 range to the longbow, which would match the Falconet range. So I was going to say it would definitely help snipe some Jans over the wall, but not necessarily. Oh, this flank. This flank. Oh. He spotted it. So I like these cav. He should just delay, go raid. He wants to flank though. He doesn't want to raid. He wants to flank.
Oh, more cav coming in to flank.
He's gonna go. Ooh, that's
Going for it.
Spread out those longbow, please.
Well, I think that Falcon just restarted.
Yeah. Oh no, that was weird.
That's a bit weird. Okay, but both Falcons down.
Mission accomplished. That's what he wanted. Now this.
Should probably run now. And actually should make a gate so you can run the ESOC.
I think at this point he's too committed just to fight it. He's gonna just lose so many running.
He's gonna lose. He's getting.
I mean, he actually got away with quite a bit.
Yeah, but so economic population 43 up to 21. So Brit has pretty much double all of this economic native population at this point. If you just exclude the trading posts.
Yeah. But that's how that's how Otto
That's
always.
just how it is. Yeah, how Brit
And somehow they still win, you know, from time to time.
I think the big thing in this matchup is like if four Mamluks or 5
They
spies
just got sent. Mamluks just got queued up.
Okay.
So this is like we're the point in the game where you're British, you feel pretty good, you killed the Falconets, you got some walls and some longbows, but what are you gonna do when the Mamluks come? And they're
Something
coming.
interesting to note is that this pathway is actually being used by green.
Yep. It's I mean, Blue hasn't had to leave his base much. Just, if he brought that hunt in, he probably could still be right around his TC.
Northwest Passage being used.
Ha.
But, so there's that. Yeah, so, I mean, you look at the market upgrades. Well, first of all, Blue doesn't even have a market, so actually his economic population is actually worse than Green's, worse than it already is, because he doesn't have any upgrades. Well, then again, if you look at the market upgrades on Green,
Yeah, it's not.
it's only about
So he knows that. At least he knows the Mams are here.
yeah, so he won't be pushing out anytime soon.
That's a pretty big waste of those Hussar because they're gonna be the tanks that he needs to kill the Mams.
Well, at the same time, he does have the scouting information, so he's definitely not going to overcommit.
This
too far
can
out.
help. Ooh. Would you fight these 4 Huss versus 4 Mams right here?
I'd probably just ignore the Mams and kill the builds.
Because you could. This is like an opportunity where you have a chance to take some HP off the Mams.
Well, you're gonna take, like,
It's not worth it. Yeah.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah. No.
You're never going to be able to kill a man. Plus, you might actually be able to mosque and kill priests.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about what if the Ottoman waited to use the Falx until he had the Mams. Like that could have been a lot more deadly. That's usually how it happens too.
Yeah, most of the time, people just wait for that, like, veteran Jans,
Yeah.
normally 5 Mams and 2 Falconets and push with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he felt he needs to do some damage. I mean, look, it's already 13 minutes and Brit has been on 50 builds for quite a while and still some hunt left in his base.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to push out at some point.
I think he's probably gonna go here next.
Yeah,
He's already-
He might actually wall it. Yeah, he's got some villages over here as well.
Mm-hmm. It's
Nice,
this
so-
this is such it's such an interesting. It's always so interesting playing versus Ottoman because they have they're at this point where they have.
Like, first person I've ever heard say that, but yeah, go on.
No, I mean they have this super strong army right now, and it's such a volatile situation because they don't want to lose their army because if they lose their army, their eco is horrible and they're just gonna lose. But it's nothing. You can't just as the British, you can't just kill the army and then win. That's all you need to do, but it's a lot easier said than done. So it's they're just kind of the Ottomans waiting for resources to run out for the British and just keep massing army and one big fight and the game's over.
Yeah, actually, Brit is actually aging up right now. He's about 30% of the way up.
Mm.
And See what's he aging up with. Yeah, he's aging up with the Adventure, which is the 7 longbowmen. So he will be able to get veterancy upgrades for his longbowmen when that arrives.
Yeah, that'll be really. He's got 48 longbow right now, so that would really help. 41 Janissaries for the Ottoman. So if he sends that, what is that, Janissary combat card, that would be really helpful. 15% combat upgrade.
But the full wall is still, well, almost full wall, if we remember that.
Yeah.
There is actually a gap in there. So it will take a while for those giants to actually get into range of the longbowmen to actually do some damage.
Yeah.
Anyway, here comes blue. Maybe going to try to siege that down, maybe.
Oh, I thought he knew. Well, he's gonna see some Janissaries on the other side and be like, they're like sieging from the inside.
Alright, so this is a really good time for him to be pushing.
Yeah.
There's no anti-cab here, actually. The best anti-cab that green has is actually these walls.
Yeah, this is just. He's getting veteran longbow, but it's just not gonna be in
You
time.
can see the pathing is actually worked in his favor a bit. There's 2 Mamluks getting trapped in the back. But still, yeah, there's so many gens and
It's just.
walking in here and attack moving.
Yeah,
And the Mamluks just snaring, keeping on them in place.
it's just typical Ottoman game.
Well, I think British was actually in a very good position until this happened.
Yeah, I mean, if they had if they like layered 2 more walls, he could have avoided like letting this happen.
Yeah, or if he had just made. Just,
Yeah,
okay, never mind. So here come 10.
Oh, ooh, a nice pop of 10 longbow too. Oh, the Janissary combat card is been in this whole fight.
He's sending his Mamluks to the back. Maybe it's minus.
These Dragoons should be dead by now, honestly.
Yeah, these Dragoons just went down. Not being too useful here. But military unit population now is even if we just ignore the fact
Oh,
that
there's still 2
Mamluks
mams
there.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
it's
is.
only at like half HP each. Jan just walking.
Ooh, the Villager's getting some like solid hits on him, all in melee. Yeah, this is. Oh, I mean, he's.
You can see that blue is just kind of misvaluing his.
I think Brits has held this.
Maybe.
I think he does. I mean, that Mam's dead essentially. 150. He's dead. He's held it. And this is the point right now. This is where you're British and you just feel like, okay, I just got to kill these Jans, not lose too many more vills, and I won the game.
Yeah, kind of cutting out.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is kind of like the death chat now.
Oh, and look at these guys are gonna meet up. Oh man, what? The Yeoman upgrade is in for the longbow, so they do have the extra range. But look, yeah, where are they gonna go? They have no idea. And then oh my, they're all meeting. What? Oh yeah, that would be a good idea.
You will see like the dead bison, you know that something's up.
Yeah, but like, oh, he stopped coming. He stayed here. If he would meet up, he would be able to kill that probably all those longbow and all those vills.
And look how.
Oh man. Oh, round of applause, man. That's a game-saving like move or decision. Yes. There's that topic on the forums talking about what's the most important thing in a game, and that what would you consider that? A little like strategy or decision making? Hmm?
I mean, in that kind of situation, you just have to use your wits, really. And
Yeah.
just move your villagers to somewhere where you think he's probably not going to go.
Yeah.
But there is still a possibility that he's going to go there and lose. I mean, kill them all, but
Yeah. But I really think in this game that just won him the game, or at least kept him in
well,
it.
it didn't lose in the game.
Right. Kept him from losing the game.
But if you look at the resources now, it's not over yet. You look at he's just stacking to go.
Oh. Oh man. I just realized the revolt's coming. I just realized it. What do you got right there? Revolt. Revolt. Guaranteed.
Yeah. And that's going to be actually
Impossible. It's going to be impossible to stop. with those hussar, it's gonna be possible stuff.
And Brits is almost out of hunts, really. Well,
Yeah.
regional hunts. I mean, he's got some villages over here, but the hunts where there's like 15 villas there.
Yeah, it's just gonna be another push of impossible proportions to stop. That's not gonna devastate your, Ville economy.
Although this is assuming that he does actually get aged up, because Brits is trying to push now in this slightly awkward.
If he realizes,
formation. You can see one falconet is deployed and the other one's just like.
okay, yeah, this explorer is up. If he can see this 1,000 wood on the floor, I hope he has enough experience playing Gris Ottoman to know that a revolt's coming.
Oh, you'll know right away once Ottoman gets up to the 4th age.
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes they play H4. They can send some great bombards and stuff like that.
Yeah, though the Ottoman player doesn't have enough resources at this point in time just yet.
I think he's probably aging with 1,000 coin, right?
What's he aging with actually? He's aging up with the
Cavalry.
cavalry.
Oh, that's the Spahi one.
3 yeah.
And he does have a shipment available, so
Yeah, and Green is pushing, but he's actually pushing something which matters the least to Ottoman player, which is the barracks. At this point in time, you're going to be going to revolt. I mean, that barracks isn't going to help you at all.
oh
That's
no.
not the reason why he is 5.
Oh, for the revolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think he's gonna get it in time. He needs 400 or like 300 more
Well,
food.
he's got 2 trading posts, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he can stall the time with all his chance.
Yeah, that's
I would
true.
really like
He
it.
has to sacrifice his army.
Yeah.
The British player has to know that right now. He knows it because there's no fight going on. He knows exactly what's happening. But look at how close this is gonna be.
I think Ottoman has to go in right now. Otherwise,
He does. He needs 150 more food. This is gonna be so close.
If British just keeps sieging.
Oh, he sent Minutemen!
Oh.
What? Why?
It's
No!
actually prevented him from sieging down the town center.
Why? No! The mistakes! I can't take it.
That's just the one.
They both. Oh god. The revolt could be in already. And the TC could be down.
Well, he might still get a revolt in here, actually.
Yeah, he will, that's what I'm saying. He's still gonna get the revolt in. Like, yeah, there it is. About 10 seconds or something like that? It's really fast. Oh, okay, here it goes. 75, 85, it's done. There it is.
Okay.
That's game over.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
that's the only shipment point he has, so
these guys are gonna
if I
come.
were Green here, I just start sieging down the town center. That really is, because you're going to lose everything here anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, he would have won the game if he sieged the TC any
You
point.
just ignore the chance.
Yeah.
When the town center is at 1 KHP and the opponent just starts panic pushing.
Oh no.
It's
So sad. 8 settlers coming in for a duck. He's now at 59-0. He's got a 59-0 economic lead.
That's pretty good. It's like
If he could, like, I would just throw up like 5 layers of walls right here and just make some longbow and just, pray. Okay, so it looks like 16 colonial militia coming in here. Yep.
I'm a bit disappointed that
Ooh.
Green Blue doesn't have a sable, so you can actually train more Imperial Hussars. Oh, okay. These drills are going to be going down pretty fast.
Yeah, 60 attack on these hussar. Oof. You gotta be kidding me. He's a little scared there, backing up to regroup, which is smart. Ooh, he actually saved these gold mine villas by. Oh, and these goons are gonna get at least one half a. Okay.
And those are actually going to be the only hussars he's going to have for the whole game, really. Once those hussars are down. I think Green might still have this, but still, there's so many.
He's really wasting his hussar. Oh man.
I think it's actually still too close to call.
I mean, he's on the mill. It's gonna be really tough to.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I mean, if somebody micros or misplays, like he needs all these units in this fight now. If he targets the vills, instead of military, he could lose. It's just, man, it's so close right now. The British player is really smart by it. He knows that if he kills this army, it's over. He can't like replenish it. So he's just running, saving his military so that once he's got confidence enough to fight. What are these goons doing?
And these colonial militia actually do like 2 times damage against.
That was, yeah, they do. Oh, that was a thrill. That was definitely
That
not.
was a thrill. I mean, first of all, Green should have continued seizing down the town center even when Blue came in. He was only at 1k HP. I mean, 2 Falcon volleys and 1 throw. Those
Those
flaming
goons.
torches sitting you down. And even after the revolt, the best decision there, in my opinion, was just.
Yeah, if he did kill that TC, he's already shipped, I think, 2 batches of 16 colonial militia.
Yeah, 2 batches of goon.
That's basically, he's got 41. That's 32. So you have 9 musketeers right now.
Yeah, basically, the only option for Blue would have been to wait for this trading post. Actually, it's not even the stage post.
Yeah, it's not.
So, yeah.
And what I've learned at this point in like in my I guess games versus Ottoman and revolts, if you kill this TC, like all you gotta do is force him to bait him. All the military is here. You could even send these villagers to the TC and just take it down, and then you just draw the game out as long as possible, and you can, as long as you have 5 villagers, you can end up winning because he can't make any units.
Yeah. 32 less colonial militia here and the town center down. And
Yeah. Like,
definitely this would have been Green's game still.
I would send these goons to. Oh, I'll see more right there. It's just like it's yeah. It's hard to.
It's painful.
It's painful, yes. And now these goons are all gonna die.
Yeah.
Or-
you notice this sometimes.
They're just. But yeah.
Gonna revive this explorer, William Lawrence, and more villagers gonna go down here.
He could. No, this is a good split though. Like if he gets this, okay, now get all the villas in there, and get the longbow over there to split up. Like you, that's the perfect thing you need to do as British in this situation. Split up the army so you can take it out little by little.
He doesn't actually have any more decent military style shipments left to send though.
Okay, this. I hope he's doing what I think he's doing right now. I'm going to kill that TC.
The 3 dragoons.
Well,
It's
and
kind of wishful thinking.
well, these 5 muskets. He's doing it. That's what that's exactly what he needs to do. He can win this game still. He just needs to drag it out and run around the whole map.
This is actually one of those situations where a fort would be so useful for Green.
Yeah.
Like if you send a fort,
Yeah.
and
He.
just place it somewhere, just camp there.
Yeah. He
Once
wins.
the town center's down, you could still actually have this game. But sadly, he doesn't have a fort.
I honestly think that in about 10 minutes, Blue is going to resign.
I don't know.
I really do think, like, what is going to... Look at this. And this guy's busy over here doing this. Like, Duck has 1,000 food right now. He can make 10...
They can remass it.
Yeah, he can make like 10 muskets right now. And what's the difference in stats for muskets? Muskets have... They're basically the same as colonial militia. I think he just won the game right there. Like if you,
Decisions are pretty important in this game.
yes, yes they are. That's exactly right.
Like, if on the last shipment, like, Green, okay, so now we're switching over to what Blue has been doing wrong, alright? So, if Blue had sent a fort wagon, because you do get infinite fort wagons as a remote player, and if you send a fort wagon instead of 16
Yeah.
militia,
Ooh. See, this is the little fights that Green needs to have. So now he just needs to not fight this. He needs to run the hell away. Until, what is that? Oh, explore HP. Okay.
yeah, well, not as exciting as that might be.
I thought it was like infantry HP or something.
Uh,
Okay, 2 racks and a batch of 10 musketeers. I'm liking Green here for sure.
I mean, these colonial militia are still quite a bit stronger, but I mean, yeah, the military competition is quite even. So he just needs
And
to kill this army and keep messing. Which he might do.
this is such a volatile situation right here. If he gets another 10 batch right here, he's got
Yeah, he's got all those colonial
He's got
shit with his Atlas gun and his
Oh, yeah.
because
they're faster.
Advantage.
Yeah. So this is it right here. Not it. This is it for blue.
This is maybe the decided.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Musketeer combat comes in.
Yeah, okay, I think Reed's got this on.
Yeah, his Musketeers are now way better than the Colonial Militia, stat-wise. Yeah, and that's game right there. Nicely done and drawn out by the British player. Duck. It's going to go up 2-1 right here.
GG.
Well played for sure. I thought he messed it up when he didn't siege that TC.
Yeah, I thought so too, but in the end he came around and said, oh, okay. Town said it's 1k HP. Once I kill that, no more shipments, and he's able to do that.
Duck is just like... Ryan and Rafa will never produce a game this good. I can imagine like what they're feeling during this game. They're probably like emotions like all over the place.
Maybe not. I mean, not that much is on the line here.
Not much on the line, but like trying to win, you know.
Interesting game.
Like there were so many moments where like it looked like somebody won and the other guy lost and somebody came back.
I think both of them had their fair share of why did I do that?
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting game for sure. Well drawn out though, like
30 minutes actually.
Yeah, and even like a lower skilled player than Duck would have not known to run around and that he actually can win the game despite the huge army that he was facing.
Yeah.
Yeah, missing those villas over there on that northwest passage. That was big.
You know this passage, yeah, it's still there, still hunting, still mining, and they were never discovered.
Wow, that was a pretty interesting game.
Okay.
So 2-1 to Duck now. He's played. He was down. Was he down 1-0?
I think it was 1-1 before that.
Because British Musketeer won the first game as French. Yeah, he's won the last two as. So he lost as Otto. He lost he won as Ports, and now he's won as Brits. Otto, Port, Brit, British.
You're just like typing out notes.
Yeah, I'm just I don't know, for me and them to know. He went French, Brit, and Otto. So neither can play Otto or Brit. And Port can't be used for Duck, and French can't be used for British Musketeer.
Right. And finally a map which I'm a bit more familiar with.
Klondike. Standard, the new standard.
New standard.
The TP.
Yeah, new standard, 5 trading posts.
Yes. Oh, now he says can't kill this bill. What did he say last time? Can't something to quack?
Yeah. I have no idea. But it was pretty catchy, but not catchy enough for us to remember it.
Right. Can't kill this bill. It's all about this duck stuff, so perfect.
And quack the duck, was it?
Yeah, or something like that. Okay, so British Musketeer, he won the first game, so he picked second and fourth, and he locked into Spain. Oh, Spain mirror. Hype. No, I can't spell.
Well, I think only one thing, I can tell one thing for sure. We're going to see ATP.
Oh yeah.
Definitely going to see ATP.
Well,
100%.
you know, I hope one of
Unless
these.
someone goes POFF.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would probably win. Honestly, that might win. But if somebody, I would like to see like maybe somebody send the Explorer card, and maybe have the, because they get a free dog with that, don't they? Or did?
Well, with Spain is a bit different.
Yeah, I
think
thought they
just,
were.
Upgrades the war dogs.
Oh, okay. Because in my
The alternative could be to send 300 food and invest it into war dogs, maybe.
yeah, actually that is not a bad idea.
But the thing is that war dogs, as opposed to explorer dogs, don't have. I mean, they do have a negative bonus against villagers, so they're not actually that effective.
Oh yeah.
Still, 5 of them attacking a villager could do some damage.
And the dog that comes with the explorer card
Doesn't
revives.
have yeah, that revives too. Okay,
I've
so
actually done some testing before playing Spain, and the dogs, if you make 5 dogs, they can actually kill a villager pretty quickly.
well, we got like 15 hand attack and 0.3 versus field, so you have 5 of them, that's 75 times 0.3.
So it's 25, right? Or about 25
Pretty much.
per attack, so
Slightly
per,
that, yeah. I guess.
per 1.5
so together,
seconds.
Together, they do 25 hand damage each.
Right. So, and a Ville's got 150
So like
HP.
7 hits, basically.
And,
Maybe 8, since it's slightly less.
okay, so Klondike obviously has the long trade route over here and a lot of resources. You know what we haven't done is we haven't really checked the resources. We're pretty bad casters, man.
It's alright.
Imagine if this was like the finals, people would be getting all over us. We wouldn't be able to live this down.
I think we had pretty fair response the last 3 games.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in this spawn, like both players have 1 front line and 1 back line, so that is fair in that aspect. Second hunts, what would you say?
About the same. Yeah.
About
Oh,
the
he,
same.
he is missing like
Green is
this
slightly better.
one.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that one.
Let's just go on with this.
Yeah,
task.
he does have this one here though, so this one's closer. But yeah, so it should be okay. I
Alright.
tend to think that in lower level games, like it doesn't get to the point where it's drawn out and even and fair, like really tight game where extra hunt decides it.
When you say low level, but this isn't actually really that low level.
Yeah,
like
it's
tier
yeah.
range, so. I mean, it still matters somewhat, but anyway, just go back to the game now. 40 wood, 40 coin for duck, and 50 coin, 40 coin, 40 food. So treasure's about even so far.
Yeah.
This map has most of these pretty small treasures. I think the biggest treasures are just 1 started by the player. 40 wood treasures.
And a big difference in build order, if you can see, hunting dogs with a market and just a house for duck over here.
Yep. Taking a quick look at their decks, they both do have ATP, and interestingly enough, they both have unction in the deck as well. So we could see some unction play.
Oh, okay. I'm actually I've been thinking, how did Britishmusketeer afford to get hunting dogs? Because he actually didn't even get a wood treasure until later on, so he must have been
He got
gathering.
some coin treasures. He got 90 coin treasures.
Oh, he probably bought.
Yeah, he just bought at the market.
He probably bought the 100 wood. That's. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think like they're at that level of macro like that.
Oh, PR30 is actually better than you think then.
Yeah, it's gotten better over the years too. Used to be really bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's become a bit more refined than
Yeah.
Anyway, contention?
Villager?
Oh, I see a villager. That's not really a contention.
I'm not sure what he's probably trying to hunt this guy, but he's too close to the deer to shoot. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking
Yeah,
he's
he's gonna shoot that. I think he's got the villager there for 2 reasons.
Yeah.
One is to bird that, and the other is to place down the ATP
yeah.
when it
Oh,
arrives.
big. This is huge.
Okay. So now,
So they're
let's
both-
see if anyone trains.
Yeah,
extra
they're
wood.
both already aging, so investing into a dog is not an issue about like slowing your age up. Okay,
But
this
so 1 dog, 1 extra dog for well, actually 2 for. I don't know. I wasn't counting the dog.
ATP comes in for duck. And
Yeah.
let's see, if I was British here, British Musketeer, I would cancel. If he's sending ATP, I would cancel it.
And this is GGH1. That's how big it is.
Yeah. He has a shipment right now, so he's not sending one. So he's not planning on sending ATP at this point.
So shouldn't send.
He's building a
Yeah, he
trade
canceled
base.
his ATP. He should just take one anyway just to contest it, but no ATP, and that's a pretty decent decision given how it's explosive on like 174 HP.
Yeah.
Don't want to take that risk, but still.
Ooh, this could be close.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna die before it gets up.
maybe, and that would be even more of a GG. Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, 30 HP. Oh, is he gonna be revived by the? He should be revived. No, but on age up, the line of sight should revive him, right? Or
well, he doesn't have line of sight because the trading post is not.
it doesn't give it? No.
No, because it hasn't been built yet.
Okay.
Here comes the villager, and now he's gonna be up.
Oh, okay. Well, he's not even a second here. Did he? He didn't even miss. He didn't miss a pass though, so that's okay.
It's 3 ATPs versus 1 regular TP. And one thing which has happened is that Britishmusketeer, the Red Spain player, is going to be aging out a bit faster because he hasn't been committed to this ATP sort of style play. Maybe?
Not
I don't know.
necessarily.
How come 700 coin arrived first? Okay, never mind.
Just quicker on it,
Yeah,
or
it's
maybe age up time.
But yeah, still, you will still be faster.
Yeah, the food difference is huge.
Yeah, but only by about, say, 20 seconds. And 20 seconds
I would
slower
say
is not a big price to pay when you've got 4 ATPs.
I would say it's gonna be maybe like 40 seconds. He's only got 600 food right now.
He might have gotten a stagecoach, possibly. That might make
Yeah,
sense.
he must. He must have.
I don't know, actually.
He's in a macro mess right now. Housed and 800. He sent 700 wood, so he's gonna be able to throw down a house.
Yeah.
But you can see that it's kind of like in his plans to be okay with the slower age up because he did the tower at home, so he's not worried about he's not trying to do a fast fortress rush.
Britishmusketeer, did he age with 500 food politician? Because I don't actually see a tower.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
So yeah, so that must explain why he was actually faster. So that had nothing to do with ATP.
The Philosopher Prince. That's 400 wood, right? Or no, they don't have that. 500 food. So stable, finally, market coming in for Duck.
Yeah, I think if you're Britishmusketeer here, you really need to be a bit more aggressive where you're placing your barracks and stuff. Because you're already behind ATPs and you're not going to win the boom war at this rate. You basically have to do as much damage as you can by using the fact that you're probably going to be aging up faster.
Right.
Stable coming down for to start.
I mean, it's pretty. I mean, at this point, Britishmusketeer has had a 30% hunting increase, while Duck just finally got hunting dogs right now. Steel straps.
Look at the shipment progression. Duck already well on his way to the. He's on his 7th shipment.
He's got a.
He's gonna. It's the 7th shipment. He's basically 2 shipments ahead.
You know what would be really nice, actually, is if some Nootka clubmen came in. This is probably a good matchup for Nootka to be used in, like Spain.
Yeah, they got pretty good season, not much else.
Don't they have decent HP?
They have 200 HP, yeah. 200 HP, 0.10 range resist, and 30 siege.
Okay.
So they're actually really useful in season on the close.
Yeah. So here goes the age
I'm
up.
not sure Green can actually place Nootka thing there for. Because it's got ATP, right? So that would actually scare even more than that.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
here. Is it?
he's got this one. He's
Oh,
got
that's
it in.
trade. No, that's
The
age
age up one, yeah. And he's got that pike in cover mode too, so well done there. Now this
There. Okay, but here come the dogs, and That mic is still in cover mode.
Oh, they're all in cover mode, I think. Or no.
No, they're just being slowed by that one pipeline.
Four dogs. Yeah, this is gonna be. That's perfect defense to Pike like using the ATP. It's just war dogs. They're gonna. Did they win like just 1v1? I think they do. Yeah, they definitely do.
Well, these skirmishers are going to be here to help. And it's indeed yes.
I mean, I think 5 war dogs can beat.
Ah.
Oh boy. Probably 5 war dogs could even take out those skirms. In all
Yeah,
honesty.
but they don't have enough speed to actually do that much. The 4 hostage are just keeping them in place.
Yeah, this is. Ooh.
Just,
And that's actually Lancer's not a good.
yeah, they only do like 20 damage.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna lose this fight right here. If there's a couple more dogs. There's a dog in queue. He's gonna lose all these Lancers to Hussar and dogs. Oh, wow.
Still, well,
Yeah, he's lost all the Lancers after this. Oh, there's an extra one I didn't see.
maybe. No, okay, you could do goons actually.
Wow.
Choice. Like, those had been like some Lancers.
Yeah, that would have really
They
been.
just cleaned up.
Yeah. Well, here's some rods.
It's-
Duck's playing it pretty well, I think, in this game. His shipments must be just.
Right?
Yeah. So British Musketeer is going for a skirm and goon composition in training right now. He's making 5 war dogs with this explorer. Try to fight off these rods. Don't know if they're.
One thing to note is that the trading post route has been upgraded to stagecoach, so that's now 4 ATP stagecoach, which is 1 trading post.
Oh no, Lancers on the goon on the skirms. This could be. I really wonder what the dog stats are after that upgrade card, because they're really strong as it is. Oh, perfect timing for the goons. 5 Hussar come in from British Musketeer.
Yeah, but there are dragoons there too, on both sides really, but there are a few rods left alive to do some damage. And I think green's going to clean this up, especially with those 4 dragoons that
Yeah.
need to reinforce. And after that, what does red do from here?
And that's it. Yeah.
Resigns. Okay.
So Duck's up 3-1 now.
Yeah, so that's actually match point. This is best of 7.
I think he was actually really thinking that he was not gonna. He was thinking he was gonna get 4-0'd in the series.
Yeah, I think he felt that he was underdog in this series.
Yeah.
I mean, he played well. I mean, he identified that the trading post on the right-hand side is pretty big, and he denied the trading post. He denied the ATP rather from red,
Yeah, that was really
and he
big.
actually did deny the trading post with those war dogs.
Yeah. Well, though that didn't matter too much because he didn't miss a pass on that one.
Either way, it was already GG H1. That's how big it was.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah. Did you notice? Was he actually sending ATP and canceled it?
I think that would probably be the case, but I didn't actually look at the shipments. So.
Oh, okay.
But he does have ATP in his deck, so I'd be surprised if. I wouldn't be
Right.
surprised if he was actually trying to send it, but then cancelled as soon as he realized he's probably not going to be able to get them up.
hmm I'm wondering how he actually lost so much HP on his Explorer in the first place.
I don't know, probably playing a bear somewhere.
Yeah, it's not. When you know that you're going to be contending the trade route, you don't really want to do that.
Yeah, you want to just conserve as much HP as you can on your Explorer, whatever. Because once your Explorer is down, the ATP is a waste card, pretty much. Have you been paying attention to all these game names?
A little bit. I've noticed they've been unique. I don't really know what they mean though. Fantasy versus Flash. I'm not sure what that's reference.
Jim has just messaged me saying I don't really sound well in stream, so I'm not sure if he means that I'm sickly or if I'm about to die or anything like that. But I think he should probably do something to my. I don't know what's wrong.
I've been keeping an eye every once in a while on my phone on the chat, and I don't see anything about your volume. So I think we should be okay. So,
Geez, I'm a bit echoing.
oh, maybe that's because my speakers here.
Oh yeah, you've got your phone next to you, right?
You're just playing. You're playing. Your voice is playing through my speaker, so like, and then
Alright,
it
okay,
goes
so
into. Yeah,
headphones.
yeah. I should have got some headphones. Actually, I do have headphones. Okay, so Sims have reset, right? Because we're now in game 5. Ace, are you there?
Yeah, but it's no, yeah, here.
You're a bit sick. What?
No, not in reference to Mitch telling me I don't really sound well.
I'm plugging in my my earphones right now. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't change anything.
Here
Volume
comes another
wise.
map which I've never seen before.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
Fire Desert. Fire. Here's their desert. Here's their desert. Far. Far. There. Far.
Okay, so interesting matchup. I typically would say that this is Brit favored, depending on how it's played. I used to think it was Japan favored heavily.
Well, they're telling the chat is saying turn me up. So now it's better, but I'm now too quiet. Apparently.
Oh, I'm gonna lower my microphone and ops.
Turn me up. I think it's better. But yeah, sure.
So,
I can try shouting into the microphone.
no, I think that'll be okay.
Another kind of odd map. Okay.
Just waiting for my game to load here. Okay, I'm gonna make another sound adjustment.
Okay. Apparently they still can't hear me, so
Yeah.
I'll have to start shouting like this.
Well, I can hear you, so you're shouting to me. Wow, look at the mini map on this. This is interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of basically roughened terrain. Are these meant to be sand dunes, possibly? I don't know. It was like Thar Desert, wasn't it? So those would be sand dunes. Anyway, my first time seeing this map, there's quite a lot of wild elephants on the left-hand side and right-hand side, all over the place. But I think the most important feature is definitely going to be this native trading post.
There's one, huh? Just one?
Yeah, it's just one native trading post. What do you actually get from there? You get... okay, what's happening now? What's green doing?
I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it. Okay, we're not going to worry about it after all. But, okay, so hunt check. Better for green, maybe? He's Japan, though, but still.
Oh, I see in chat. Mito says duck deleted Ville.
Okay.
Is that? How do you? Isn't there a drop down where you see units killed or something?
Yeah, so units lost. Yeah, he did actually delete a Ville.
Oh, that's sad. Wait, is that you? Did you just quote yourself?
I did. I don't know if it was a he or a she. But...
he's getting the greatcoats upgrade.
Well, okay, but clearly he's feeling confident enough that he can go on.
Yeah, I mean it's before 2 minutes. We can offer.
We could have, but he's it's up to him, and he hasn't said anything like I want to rehost. I think he's probably feeling pretty confident anyway, since he's 3-1 up. So if I drop a game, it's all right. Pretty much might be what's going through his mind right now. but still, one bill down, and it's already like 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Someone over there on the lines. What's the treasure contention, Tom? I don't know.
What's that?
Interjections like, oh, looks like we might have a treasure contention.
Yeah, that's right.
Is he coming in again for Bridge?
This is a very, very interesting situation with the low HP of the British explorer. He basically, he has to take this treasure if he's gonna fight. Oh, wow.
Reset.
You know,
But
yeah,
it's probably
that,
where the red is hanging around
yeah.
there.
So if he didn't let that reset, if he had sharp shot, he could have just taken that. But that probably that's a good safe call for Japan not to kill that lion.
Apparently, I'm still too low in the
Yeah,
boxer.
I'm trying to like adjust it, but I mean,
Okay, so
yeah,
that is pretty good.
you're all the way up on, or Skype's all the way up.
Okay, I'll see if I can do something on my end. In the end, it'll just keep doing stuff.
Okay. So Virginia Company coming in for British Musketeer again without a trade post. Heavenly Kami for the Japan player. There's not that many hunts on this map, so I mean, I actually like this map. It looks like a safari. Oh, Ace, they said it's good now. I turned up
Okay,
the OBS program,
okay.
and somehow
That's fine
that worked.
then. Great.
They said it's perfect now. Okay, so yeah, I was just talking about how it seems to be like so few hunts. There are like some bigger hunts with a bunch of elephants, but it's like I feel like if you can control. I mean, there's not too many to put down like the shrines for Japan.
Yeah, Japan was delayed a bit as a result of his small misstep early on, but he's actually getting a decent age up time, possibly. He's 50% on the way up at 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. That means he'll probably be up after 5 minutes, especially the one villager on the Wonder.
Yeah, this is going to be a really slow age up.
At the same time, though, Brit isn't really going to be doing anything aggressive, as you can see from his VC agenda.
Yeah.
Probably just going to start placing down manor houses all over the map. Do you remember who it was that went Brit earlier on against Ports? Was that still British Musketeer?
Yeah, he's 0-1 with British right now.
Okay. But he's not really... well, he's spreading out his manors a bit more than before, I think.
I don't know.
Kind of.
I mean, he's got him like behind his town center, almost like he thinks he's the.
Yeah,
You know,
so those
like
aren't...
he thinks he's on the bottom of the map or something.
Yeah, he's got some of these out for some line of sight, but maybe against Japan, do you want to be a bit more maybe placing around here, especially later on in the game when you have all these ashy raids coming in and you really need that line of sight. Okay, 700 wood coming in for the British player, and probably that will go into 2 Raxes. I'm surprised it's a back Rax though. At this stage of the game, you probably want it to be forward.
Well, I think he feels like if he's gonna have the economic lead, and the only way he's gonna lose when he's got like 40 bills early on is if he gets pushed too quick. So it's funny.
Yeah, still though, he's seen Japan's age up time, and he knows that
Yeah.
Japan can't really be doing anything aggressive.
That's true.
So,
But I mean,
so I'd have preferred it right in front. Anyway, here come this like huge like groups of manor houses coming up.
right.
So
Yeah,
would.
I
And
think
he's already at 150 population, 160. He's pretty much maxed out now.
they're both playing very, very defensive. This is probably gonna be
very defensive, yeah.
like a no rush 15 type of game.
And here only do come the Raxes for the Japanese player. Duolckrad. duolckrad, and pikemen being the first batch. Gonna start seizing down these shrines probably.
That's actually, now that it kind of doesn't really make too much sense for what he's doing. Like the back racks it would make sense if he would make longbow first, but if he's gonna make pikemen first, you would want to be out there farther, closer to the shrines.
Yeah, so in this situation, Rax is behind his base, probably not ideal.
Right.
You need to always be thinking ahead when you're doing your building placement. Like, what's your plans?
Yep.
Yeah, so 7 pikemen actually, so not even a full batch of pikemen. And that's probably due to how the trees are actually a bit further away from your town center than they would normally be in some other maps. Like you had to walk his village all the way there, and as a result, maybe not getting out the full pikeman batch that you would have wanted. And now getting the gangster upgrade. Other than that,
so
this is first upgrade in the market, yeah.
They're both house booming based on the type of civs they are. And with the recalculated economic, how does that actually work? Does that take into account?
Shrines are just 0.8. That's all it just does. It's like a rough estimate.
Okay. Does it take?
So
it doesn't.
Shrines actually just slightly worse off than that. Yeah.
It doesn't take into account like upgrades, like Gangsaw.
No. It's just
Okay.
rough estimate.
Gotcha. Some nice picks for these Yumi, getting 2 pikemen.
Yep. And that's basically already like paid for losing 1 shrine, right? Like picking up 2 pikemen for free.
Yeah. It's kind of disappointing, this treasure. He had an opportunity to take this with okay, now okay. Ooh, now here's what everybody loves to call the timing push.
When the 7 best arrows arrive, yeah. But
It's basically a shipment just popped in.
like red can easily retreat here and mess up and become more 10 longbowmen. And he should be aware there's an easily siegeable shrine on that side of the map. He could send 5 pikemen over, yeah.
Yeah. Who would you say would benefit from less attacking? Like the longer everybody's idle, who's gonna boom better?
Probably Japan, right? Because the issue with playing as Japan is always like you need to kill them before 15 minutes,
right?
Otherwise, you're out of resources, and they've got plenty of factories based, pretty much, just pumping out resources for them.
Right, but for the
plus those mini factories just deny you of hunts.
Right, but in this situation though, with Virginia Company, I like under the 10-minute mark, Brit probably has the better economy, right?
Yeah.
But when hunts
they
start
have to
running,
use that economy to do something. Oh, he is doing something right now, just pushing those longbowmen. Sieging down the shrine, so what he's doing makes sense.
he's got maybe a little bit too many pike. I think the first one that significantly, if somebody has a minute a minute earlier cab switch, can pretty much win this game. Like if there's 5 Nagi coming right now, that'd be big.
Well, 5 Nagi wouldn't be as important as 5 Hussar in this, situation, right?
Right.
There's no anti-cav for the Japanese player at this point. Though he does have upgraded his that 20% upgrade on his Yumi archers.
Yeah.
That's the card sent.
Oh, okay. That's been in for about half a minute.
And he just transitioned off the port consulate, so I must assume he's going to play with the Japanese consulate.
Yeah, that'll help them even more.
Still, score-wise, British pretty ahead by 20.
He doesn't have Gangsaw, which I wish he did. I wish he would gather a little bit of gold for Gangsaw. Not Gangsaw, Steel Traps.
Yeah. He's kind of transitioned all his villagers forward. Start gathering from those hunts which were previously shrined. So
hopefully he finds that hunt soon.
Yeah, there's 5 elephants. That's 5,000 food right there.
So he does have the Japanese consulate, now the Yumi up to 23 attack.
still nobody really committing to some sort of fight. I don't really know if I like the decision to go Ashes instead of Stable and getting out maybe 10 Nagis, because those pretty much, I mean, they destroy longbowmen, right?
Yeah.
So
So
like H2 Lancers, pretty much.
right with the hero Daimyo, Yumi have 26 attack now, which is 9 more than longbow.
Here come 5 Hussars actually.
Yeah, big
And
fight.
that Daimyo actually was walking up in front, so he's at half HP. Hussars not being very useful here. Well, they are being used to tank a bit.
There's so many longbow.
Yeah, and they're just doing lots and lots of DPS. Though, at the same time though, I think Japan should just run here, right?
No, they're good. They're good.
Sure.
They're gonna win this.
Villager.
I would.
31 versus 51 military. Oh, right, so there is a lot of reinforcements coming in, so that's where the military unit population discrepancy was coming from.
Those Yumi have a 9 attack advantage over the longbow.
But they do have a slower rate of... No, do they have a slower rate of fire?
No, I believe it should be the same.
Yeah, you're about the same, yeah. Slightly, well. If I were in Japan here, I'd just start mixing in some cav from his daimyo.
Oh, he's got some right here. This is going to be a big fight. Send Miniman too.
Okay.
If he sends Miniman, this could be a really nice fight.
He should be kiting with his Yumis though.
He's okay.
Okay.
Don't let that daimyo die. Yeah, this is a big...
He's actually
wow.
focusing down the musketeers, which I really like. Yeah, okay, all those plus 10s for the green player.
Oh, that daimyo.
Daimyo down, but battle is pretty much won here. And...
Right on time? Oh.
Wait, what?
No! Oh! Okay, that's alright.
I guess so.
I mean, it was a pretty pretty solid deciding fight.
Alright. I think British could still have continued to fight on here, but he did have those villagers in the middle of the map gathering. He would have to move his hills back.
He was worried about
since
that.
He did not have the military advantage. And there's like...
Yeah, there's just a lot of villagers there.
Yeah.
It was that Nagi, 5 Nagi basically won the game right there. That was a nice little switch. Those Husks didn't get too much value out of them. And this Yumi,
Yeah,
they had
Nagi, they like 29 attack times 1.5,
Yeah.
so what, it's like 45. But with the daimyo win, they might pretty much probably just two-shot them.
yeah. The Yumi had 26 attack with the daimyo there. So the underdog takes the what's the tournament called again? Second chance.
Second chance tourney. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what that is saying is, watch out for Duck. Watch him coming up. He's on the rise. There's some good players that were in the second chance tournament, and for him to come out on top after going through multiple opponents, so it's definitely something that he should be proud of. And
Yeah, it's still a pretty prestigious title. I mean, he can put that in his signature on the ESOC, right?
oh yeah,
Winner at the ESOC second chance tournament.
yeah, definitely cool that everybody, some more people signed up and they kept playing out some games, because in the regular tournament, lower players or even medium level players just kind of get out pretty early on. So it's cool that they did this and these guys played it out.
Well, GGWP to them. So that concludes the series, and I feel like I should be reading out some sort of sponsor message.
Right, I know.
Yeah, no script. Nobody has messaged me any script.
Yeah.
So,
I think that was just really unexpected for. I mean, I don't know exactly if there were to be betting on that, what the odds were going to be, but 4-1 seems like it was pretty convincing. And
well, I'm not actually very well acquainted with these players, so I don't actually know who really was underdog there, but psychologically speaking, I think Duck did feel like he was underdog
Yeah.
in the beginning. So
But yeah, that concludes that, and that concludes the latest event for ESOC. Next thing up, do we even have an announcement? I seen one post about down the line the spring tournament, but nothing.
well, let's just say that there will be more events, probably, especially if people keep donating to ESOC and
Yeah.
funding more events in the future. This is all community run. Ensemble died years ago. Sniff, sniff.
Right.
But,
We're
yeah.
the ones keeping this game alive.
Yeah, pretty much. So keep supporting ESOC and more content in the future.
Yeah, they do have on the homepage 2v2 Invitational Tournament to begin early in 2017. So, do you think you're going to be taking part in that one?
Probably not.
Really? Oh, okay.
It's a bit sad, but yeah.
That'll be interesting because I don't know, you know.
Yeah, and this UI does support 2v2s. I mean, we haven't actually casted many 2v2 or team games rather using this sleek, improved new UI which some guy made. But
It'll be
yeah,
really.
it does support team games.
It'll be quite a challenge to keep up with everything going on in the 2v2. So that'll be fun to watch. But yeah, that concludes everything that we got going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop stream and see you guys in the future. And look forward to more ESOC games and tournaments. Thanks for watching.